trouble getting that second cylinder. Aside from myself, also a lefty.
I think he's trying to patent it.
Just pressure. Mike is all about excited to see how a young Eric Brown here handles this situation. If you can't teach Jim, you teach lock picking.
I'm okay with the torque tool Kevin decided to bring in today.
Today we are here at the 2023 Loc-Doc Security Championships. Dan, super pumped. Glad to be here.
There are some serious matchups. We actually had some conference tournaments to address the seeding, and there are some surprises if you look at the bracket.
Absolutely. We've had some major upsets, a lot of no picks, but we have had a couple of double picks today.
Some surprising double picks, yes, and some surprising upsets.
A titanic struggle between North and South. Who will take the belt? Stick it with us. We'll find out later.
Can you copy this key? That's a question we get asked about 3,422 times a year. And how can you actually be sure that the person who asked that question is supposed to get a copy of that key? Well, we think you should always know who can copy your keys to your business and your home, because it could be your neighbor, an old employee, a contractor, or even worse, your mother-in-law. At Loc-Doc Security, we believe in protected key systems, so you always know who has a copy of your key. To find out more, visit lockdoc.net or stop by our Charlotte location. Loc-Doc Security, helping you protect your people and your property.
A lot of pressure riding on this one. He's going with the aggressive technique here, which we've seen thus far is really great for the double pick.
Yeah, Will going with Will switches up his tension.
Yeah, moving that tension around. See, that's the thing when you're looking at picking these locks. You got to have the right tension. Too much, and you put it in a bind. Not enough, and she won't stick.
That's true.
William strikes first. William has got the strike first. McDouglas is now in a corner. He's got to get going.
Off for him. He seems like he's trying to get that last pin. Is just being a pain.
If you can get the first one, you really set the tone for the entire battle.
Well, I mean, you put
take
the time detriment against your opponent.
I mean, it really is it's that first one. If you can get that first one, got your other guy in a corner. Derek over there, but also with a no pick. Oh, McDouglas! Oh, here we go. We got us a battle. We have a battle here at the front of the table.
Will there be enough time?
Got to get the jets on.
1.
And
time runs out on McDouglas's games.
It's all good. William takes the win. Got Brandon up in the booth for a little down on the field action. Brandon, what are you seeing?
Kevin, Dan's getting into a pretty optimal position here. He knows he's got a stiff competition with Nan, but he's not backing down.
Interesting technique by Leonard. He didn't immediately go for the can of lock saver. I'm interested to see how this plays out.
Back on the close side of the field, Dan's determination is impeccable.
It's interesting because we've been discussing all morning about how the aggressive technique usually leads to the double pick, and I gotta be honest with you, he's being a little ginger with it right now. He needs to really up the intensity if he wants to pull up the W. Anthony on the far side got the pressure on Leonard in the corner now. Got to turn both of them to get the win.
But in true Midwestern fashion, Leonard just calm, cool, and collected, steadily working away at that lock. I don't think Anthony getting one has phased him.
Yeah, I don't think it has either.
Leonard turned the second one.
Leonard, whoa! With the massive pullout.
Wow, what a comeback.
Both cylinders in a bomb, and Anthony sits down. Wow.
Nan also got her second one.
Nan with the double pick.
Dan and Nan win.
I don't know how much longer I could have pretended that I was actually picking.
Oh wow!
Oh, we got two non-techs.
Oh, here we go, and we've got Aaron over here going for the nefarious approach of taking Eric's tools away.
That's just some poor sportsmanship.
Well, you can't win them all. I'm really excited to see how a young Eric Brown here handles this situation. I got to be honest with you. He reminds me of a young myself.
Yeah.
And on the far side of the table, we've got a senior tech, Mike Tyler. You got Adam Sfager on the far side. Look at the concentration of that. I mean, he's really working it. I mean, he wants that win. And again, somebody that's seen it upways, both sideways. We
have 3 out of 4 competitors going with the one knee technique.
I get it. I mean, you got to take that knee, and then you got on the far side.
Oh my goodness! With the surprising
and Eric's got one at the same time.
We have. Oh man, this is gonna come down to the wire.
home all the way, packing back to Kannapolis. Beeve goes down.
I don't know why Matthew is concerned. He already has a pick. We have 2 picks. This could come down. This could finish early. Now, Matthew did upset Eric Spear in the first round.
Matthew's been getting more and more aggressive as the round has gone on, so he might be kind of leaning towards that.
Tension and frustration will do that to you.
It will, but you can't let that tension and frustration take your focus away to where you put too much tension on the lock, therefore unable to.
He had a huge upset. A huge upset on board 2.
Wow. Well, he's actually just stepped into the booth beside us. Levi, how does that feel to upset Moody?
Oh, it feels great. There's a certain mood that comes with
Now,
winning.
Moody is a conference champion. Was that a hampering?
It may have been a little bit tense at the beginning, but once I got that first one in, I knew I had it in the bag.
So what technique did you decide to go?
Matthew with a double pick. Kevin, that was a tough loss.
It was a tough loss, but
A quick pick.
quick pick. We both got out of the gate, pretty fast. Got to hand it to Matthew, really working that rake.
Oh, man.
I
He got a no-look pick. A no-look pick.
Wow.
He didn't even look at that lock.
You got to wonder, you really have to ask yourself,
Still no picks.
Still no picks. Here we go. Man.
Just a double
He
pick.
just immediately picks
And
the
that's how
second
quickly
one.
it can end. Just from no picks to double pick, just like that.
Who's your favorite here? Who do you think's got this?
I think I'd easily have to go with Nan. Nan knocked me out in the first round, so I really just wanted to see her win, so I can say I lost the champion.
I heard that. Mike
with the
is all
deliberate
about
precision.
precision.
Yep,
There
deliberate
ain't a whole lot
precision.
that can route. He's not a Midwesterner, but he is from upstate New York.
Yeah.
And Nan picks up.
Come on, Nan. One. She's got one. Two. She got 2.
She got
Holy
both in a
smokes.
surprising come behind victory.
Come back victory, throwing the Hail Mary.
Now on board 1, we have Jordan, a previous winner.
Yes, Jordan has actually had the distinction of holding the belt once before, back in 2019. Let's see if he can bring it home today.
Yeah. Do you think Jordan, being a former champion, is feeling some pressure here?
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to let him rattle him, because in the time since he's had the belt, he's now one of the leaders of the
we saw
rekey.
some movement on the lock.
Rekey division of Loc-Doc Security, so I know he's got this in the back. He's done this 7 ways from Sunday.
Come on, Lynn.
We might be going to sudden death on this one. This might be overtime.
They got one.
It's do or die. She's got to get the Jets on if she wants to pull this one out.
They got him.
Oh, we got 2.
And there it is. Jordan Boatwright throwing down the gauntlet. Again, and there it is, the second one winner.
2-0 pick.
After Jordan just literally got both of them and just slammed the door on Lynn, gets the door slammed on him.
And just like that, the Cinderella season's over.
The dream is dead, but he is not. But it may play advantage because, again, he is, the early first pick.
This shows that the lock does not matter.
You have got to admire that. He's really going for it. We could see an early double pick. Derek really working it. Derek's got to get both of them if he wants to take out the W. Will just needs to hold on and hope for a no pick.
Derek hoping that the steady confidence will really pay off.
Oh, man, there he goes.
Just like that.
William turns it, and that's all
Once
she
again,
wrote.
a double pick seems to be what is necessary to win today.
Anderson is straight up Bon Jovi right now. They are living on a prayer. And if they want to keep the belt, Nan is the key.
Yeah, and an early pick here is
Absolute
going to
key.
be really, really
We're going to see you get some. Matthew got
Oh
one.
my gosh.
Holy
And
smokes.
just like that-
Here we go.
Johnson completely resetting here.
Yep, he's going for it. A little less pressure, can take his time. Doesn't necessarily need the double pick.
Is what is they are
We're getting
against right now.
down. We're getting down to it. Here we go. The last little bit.
2, 1.
And Matthew takes it away.
Yeah, this is the story of the tournament.
Belt will now return to Charlotte.
No, that's it. That's
That's
Scotty, how do you feel about being in the finals?
Wonderful. Just happy to be here and give it our all. See what we got.
Matthew, how do you feel about being in the finals?
Great.
if he isn't related to Christopher Baggett, I don't know who is.
1, go.
Absolute intensity.
Scotty back
Here we
on
go.
his favorite board.
Again.
Oh,
Back to
early
he
pick,
gets the
early
first
pick.
one again.
Just trying to run away
just
with it.
absolutely destroys it. But I mean, to be honest here, I kind of had it.
1-1.
I had it. I had.
Oh,
Oh my
and just
goodness!
like that is, and it's over. It's over.
That's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. There it is. Your champion, Matthew Johnson.
There it is, Matthew.
And there's the belt.
There's your belt.
So, Dan, hell of a day here in Charlotte.
It really is. We saw some major upsets.
Major upsets, and I think the biggest surprise of all is super rookie Matthew Johnson taking it all the way, bringing the belt back to Charlotte, throwing it down,
I mean, we saw
holding
him-
it up for the 704.
Yeah, we saw him in the first round take out the defending champion, and after that, I mean, no one could count him
I mean,
out.
it was just an absolute cruise to the final. Well, I won't say a cruise, but man, he
Think
just
of the
devastated
major
everybody
names
in
he
his
knocked
path.
off. He knocked off Eric Spear, Nan, two of the big hopes out of Anderson, and then another defending champion, Jordan.
Absolutely. I mean, one heck of a competitor. Hell of a day from Matthew. Hell of a day from a lot of our competitors here. We saw some big upsets. You know,
Levi making a deep run
making
from the
a
office
very
staff.
deep run. I tell you what, the Atlantic Conference next year has really got to have high hopes with that one. I tell you what, you make a run like that, it really does boost your confidence for next year. Speaking of next year, we're going to have this again next year.
Oh, absolutely.
Join us next year, 2024 Picking Championship, where Anderson is going to show up hot and heavy, looking to take that belt back to South Carolina.
We've had them switch off each year, so they're looking to not let
It is
Charlotte
literally
keep it back to
a
back.
tit for tat, back and forth battle of the belt between Charlotte and Anderson. Gotta love it. Can't ask for any more.
This new conference tournament setup should lead to the best seeding we've seen yet.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I think that's all we got for today. So from here in Charlotte, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Dan.
Thanks for watching ESPN 8, The Ocho.